Sorry. Trying to get my phone holder off of my bike. So we're live in St. Paul right now. This is the Minnesota governor's residence right here. This is a rally and car caravan. It started at JJ Hill Montessori School, where people got their cars ready and there were some speakers. The car caravan has gone past the governor's residence a couple of times now here in St. Paul. This is Summit Avenue. The demands here are to drop the charges for the 646 people that were arrested on Interstate 94 following the election. They were kettled without warning. Numerous police departments responded, surrounded everybody on the interstate, arrested them one by one, and ultimately blocked the interstate for about 5 hours without giving anybody an opportunity to leave first. There were no warnings. Police kettled the protesters and told them they were all going to be arrested. So this rally is demanding that the charges for those 646 people be dropped, as well as for Amina McCaskill, who's facing bigger charges because police say she pointed a laser pointer at an officer. So again, we're live in St. Paul right now. This is where the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, lives. A car caravan came down Summit Avenue a couple of times and has now blocked the street and occupied both lanes of traffic. And people are getting out of their cars. And I think I heard that there might be a dance party.
I like that they get upset and us for shutting stuff down, and we're like, did we shut stuff down before?
Well, I just see a lot of support though from like the
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Hello, beautiful people. If anybody is confused as to why we're in front of this mansion right now, we are out here because Governor Walz is probably the person with the most ability and power to just simply have these charges dropped. And he was also the person that thought that sicking the police on us on that night of the 5th would do something, I guess. Teach us a lesson were his words. But as I said before, the only lesson I earned is that Walz is a coward. And that he's afraid of having his constituents actually ask him to do things, instead of just be a progressive that sits in a seat of power and does absolutely nothing. So we're here to hold Walz accountable both for his gross misuse of money in a pandemic to kettle a bunch of people on a highway for 5 hours when there are homeless people sleeping on streets and there are people who can't afford to buy food because Walz didn't do anything about the pandemic early on. So that's why we're out here right now. And we're gonna have a couple of speakers, and then we are going to have a brief dance party. Block this street for a little bit longer, and then we will close out. So first speaker is going to be Shannon from Native Lives Matter.
Hey y'all, I want to say, number one, where we at? Do you know where we are? We've been here for how long? Well, a couple minutes, right? But guess how long we've been here? I did the calculation because it always turns up to be a long time, 528 years. We are on native land. Where we at?
Native land.
Where we at?
Native land.
Where we at?
Native land.
And we ain't gonna forget, because you know what? Kettling people? That's a tactic used in war.
Yep.
And that ain't right, is it?
No.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
We ain't gonna quit fighting for justice, no matter what.
That's right.
I'm here from Native Lives Matter. Why? Because Native Lives Matter. We're here in solidarity. We're here to stand with you because this is us. This is us. This is Minnesota. Where are we at? Walz! I hope you hear me. We're all gonna say it to you. Drop the charges. Ready? Drop the charges!
Drop the charges.
Yeah. Thank you, Shannon. Up next, we're gonna have Chaz. Chaz has something to tell Walz. And so does his
Taking a crap, huh? I'm all the way from Red Wing, and I was one of the ones that was arrested on I-94. As you see, as my shirt says, drop the charges. I see nothing but masks out here today. The last rally protest for Trump that was out here did not have no masks on, and yet no charges on them people. But we had 646 that were out here for justice, that are out here for change, and yet we get charges that are ridiculous, and he spent all them man hours, taxpayers' money, and then went to the city council and asked for more money. That it makes no sense to me. And then I just seen an article the other day, because I don't live down here, you know. I pay attention to what's down here because I have my own stuff going on in my area. But I come down here to stand in solidarity. My group came down here yesterday. We passed out plates, all in St. Paul, Minneapolis. And I want other areas to do the same. That means St. Cloud, Bemidji, Brainerd, Duluth, Rochester, Albert Lee. We need to stand in solidarity. If we're going to get change, we got to do it together, because Minneapolis can't do it alone. St. Paul can't do it alone. And I'm realizing now, even in Red Wing, I cannot do it alone. We have to stand in solidarity. And the more, we're greater in numbers. Solidarity, not charity. Thank you.
No.
All right. Up next, we are gonna have Kaya.
very short person. I'm prepared. What? Wait. I'm prepared. Okay, so I am so glad I am with you today, but I'm really fucking pissed. I am supposed to be in my neighborhood in Minnetonka, marching for BIPOC lives, marching to say that pilgrims were actually murdering colonizers, to say BIPOC lives matter, to march for stolen lives, and to say drop the fucking charges. But guess what happened to me? The Assistant Attorney General called me on my cell phone to tell me that if we went through with our protest, that we would be prosecuted and that I, as the organizer, would be held responsible for the behavior of anyone who was to show up at that event. He told me that we could have a car caravan, and I said I was more than willing to have a car caravan. I don't want anyone to lose their life because of COVID. I've already had a good friend die in the hospital, hooked up to an event. I'm not fucking around. I don't think it's a joke. I wear my mask when I'm not speaking into a megaphone, and I'm not taking that lightly. But you know what? The very next day, after I talked to him on the phone, these idiots were out here without their masks on, waving their Trump flag, and saying, I heard someone literally say that I would rather die of tyranny than, or no, I would rather die of COVID than from tyranny. Wearing this mask is tyranny? Have you ever taken a social studies class? What the fuck? This isn't tyranny, okay? And you know what? There is a double standard. If we were out here in that same way, saying there are no good cops in a racist system, if we were out here in that same way, marching for Black lives, Native lives, Asian lives, Latino lives, trans lives, women's lives, you know what? They would be all over us. Look at how they kettled you in. I am sorry that I was not with you on the night of November 4th, but I am with you in my heart in solidarity every day. Walz, drop the charges. And drop the charges against Amina McCaskill. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm a teacher and this child was in my 9th grade class. Seems like just yesterday, but she's a grown-ass woman now. Let me tell you something. Her heart is made of gold, and she is out here fighting for Black lives. And you want to say she pointed a laser at you? I'm a teacher. You point a laser at me, I'll laugh in your face. I guess if you're a cop, you go home and cry about it. Drop the charges against Amina McCaskill. Drop the charges against the 646. Thank you.
Sorry. So our last speaker is actually me. And I just want to kind of echo what everyone else has said, and also reiterate that, like, this was a scare tactic. Like, I hope that everyone who watched that night knows that it was a scare tactic. It has nothing to do with safety. Walz responded to that letter that a lot of us signed, and it was basically a bullshit response about how he had ordered that kettling of that protest to keep people safe, and said something to the effect of, well, protesting on highways is illegal for a reason. And I just want to ask if Walz has ever read a history book ever in his life, because there is pretty much no action and no change that has happened through legal channels. That's not how any of this works. Marching on Selma was illegal. Marching on Washington was illegal. People who participated in the Stonewall riots, that was illegal. It was a riot because people have to demand that change happens. It's not something that's freely given to us. And any idiot who sits in a mansion and says that to me does not understand how actual change happens. Walz may be a progressive, quote unquote, but he doesn't actually understand the mechanics of how change and how we get our rights happens. And so I guess I just want to say again that I'm deeply proud that I got arrested with a lot of you. That experience could have been a lot scarier, I think, but we were all out there together and we were all united in purpose. And so really, what can a bunch of bitch ass, no mask, idiot cops really do in the face of that? Yeah, I guess that's all that I really have about those cops were bitches. Like, that's like, I was gonna say something else, but like really, like that's all that it is. It's just a lot of fear, and it's a lot of fear of collective power and fear that we might actually get something done here. So I guess I just want to encourage everybody to keep showing up and showing out. I know Minnesota's cold, and I know that I see a couple people that are in like sweatshirts and like looking all fashionable and stuff, and like I applaud you for your bravery in the cold weather. But like I'll be out here in a snowsuit, like I'll be out here, rain, sleet, snow, or shine. So I just want to thank you guys for coming, and we're gonna have our little dance party real quick. And then I will close us out with the Asada affirmation after a couple of songs. So get your dancing shoes on, I guess. All right.
Just tuning in, we're live in St. Paul right now on Summit Avenue, right in front of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's house, residence mansion. The street is blocked off by the car caravan, demanding that the charges that were given to the 646 people arrested on I-94 following the election be dropped.
Channel 9 news tell me I'm moving backwards. 8 blacks left. office around the corner. 7 misleading statements by my persona. 6 headlights waving in my direction. 5-0 asking me what's in my possession. Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, ride for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me, honestly, guiding me, I can be more than I gotta be strong for me, lying me, nation, hypocrisy, code on me, driving me, wicked, my spirit is hard, like yeah. Open correctional gates in high desert. Yeah. Open our minds as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs. And when they call my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever.
Alright, thanks for tuning into this live stream. I'm gonna put my phone away so it's easier to take photos. Again, we're live in St. Paul right now, in front of the Minnesota governor's residence. Walz ordered the arrest of 646 people that were on Interstate 94 earlier in November following the election. So the caravan and rally today is demanding that the charges against those 646 people be dropped. The police that night did not give anybody a warning. They did not give them a dispersal warning. They blocked the exit off of the interstate and did not give the opportunity for anybody to leave before keeping everybody on the highway for about 5 hours as they arrested everybody one by one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing.